Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. Today I am doing a 3D crafty collab with my sweet friend JenLee of JenLee Schoolcraft YouTube channel. And like I said, we're making a 3D project. So this is mine. It's a little vignette or a diorama, whatever you might want to call it. But I've never done anything like this. Well, not since elementary school. But let's go ahead and jump right in. So I started out with a variety of my gel plate pulls, and I just did a bunch of die cutting. So I always feel like it's better to have more than you need than not enough. So I have a variety of trees, as you can see there. I've got a fence, I've got some hills and snow, and these are going to be like my atmosphere. I don't know how to say it. So you can see that the one with the shattered glass, that one actually is the ground. And then this one that has the blue gradiating down to the purpley pink, that is like the sky. And I've put some snow on that, stenciled through with some texture paste. This is going to be representative of a brick wall and a stone wall. So the idea is that like you're looking out a window between two buildings out into the woods or something like that. So while I have my brick wall drying, and you can see that I'm just using my mini die cut machine to hold it down, I am taking my shimmery goodness and I'm using that as snow. So I am just taking my palette knife and dabbing it on, trying to give it some texture. So all of these bits and pieces, all of these trees and the hills and the everything become snow-capped. So I don't know again how much I'm going to need, if I'm going to need it all or not, but I thought, well, let's just get it done because it takes some time to dry. So actually at this point I was getting ready to leave for work in the morning, and I was trying to get it all coated so that I could head out and it'd be dry when I got home. So when I got home, I went ahead and stamped all of my images, and again I stamped way too many. I have at least 2 of everything that I use on the card because I just didn't know. So this little snow person and the house are from, it's MFT. I thought I knew the name of it, but I do not. So I will try to list and link everything downstairs because I'm not even going to try to tell you the names. I've used so many different things. But I left the coloring in only of the house just because I thought it was fun, kind of the way it came together. But suffice it to say, I did color everything else off screen, and I will be fussy cutting it all out, and then they become more components to my scene. So let's finish watching the coloring process. Isn't that the sweetest little cabin? I love it. And that little snow person. And I have used that red combination to kind of pull all of my little characters together. So you can see them all laying there on the left. And I also have that little string of reindeer from, I know that one's from CZ Design. So anyway, I'm starting to build my scene. I have put a snowy hill in the background and then a line of trees. And I'm not being incredibly precise. I mean, first of all, you know me, or if you don't know me, know this about me. I am not about precision or perfection. That's just not who I am. It's not in my nature, and I don't sweat it. So I really love the dimension, though, of that fence. I think it's super cute. and I wanted it to be arched, and it worked just the way that I wanted it to, which doesn't usually happen. Like, these reindeer aren't working the way I wanted them to. But in the end, again, I don't sweat the small stuff. I get it on there, and ultimately it just becomes a part of the scene. So it's all okay. My little cabin actually has to be up on stilts though, because it's too low for the scene, and I don't want it to just be peeking up over the fence. I want you to be able to see it. So while the glue is drying on my stilts, I'm working on another layer of the scene. You can see this kind of snowy hill trees situation. That is from Penny Black. That one I know. A couple of them I do know, apparently, don't I? So I am, again, just kind of trimming them down to size and then folding the edges over in the same way you would do like a box card or a scene card. So just kind of using that premise. And now that I have all of my different layers, I'm starting to add my components and my characters. I just love these sweet little MFT characters, don't you? I had to take time for coffee, you know, all important cup of coffee. So yeah, I've got my little snowman in the back, and I've got my big totem in the front, and then my medium totem there on the right. And then this guy, I am like, it's not a guy, it's several guys, right? Just auditioning it in different places. Like, do I want it in the back? Ultimately, I decide to put it right there next to the other one. I felt like, you know, they were gonna kind of play there in the snowbank together. And the 3 penguins are actually standing on the little wooden stool that comes in the stamp set, and I thought it was cute, but by the time I layer in all my snow, you can't see that. So here I'm adding some more of those trees just to continue to build the scene, because I decided that this is about all my characters. I do come back with a couple deer that are from a Pink Fresh Studio die, actually, and I color them in. One of them, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let me just continue to build my scene. So that little excuse me, that little grove of trees that I'm putting behind the house there, that was actually excess. And so don't throw your bits and pieces away, guys. At least not until you're done. If you're gonna, wait until you're done and see if you might be able to utilize those pieces in a different way. So I'm just using some wet glue to adhere my trees to my scene. Some to the front of the snowy hill, some to the back, just depending on how the rest of it is kind of already built and where it would make sense. And so here I have those sweet little deer. Again, they are from Pink Fresh, and it is, oh shoot, again, I thought I would know this one, but I don't. Anyway, I will try to list it downstairs. It's like a Nordic Christmas tree die, stamp and die set. So super cute. This guy I actually colored up like an elk. I thought that was really pretty. It was kind of serendipitous. It was a happy mistake. But as it was coming together, I thought, oop, elk, let me roll with that. So again, that's why I'm not about perfection. I feel like perfection, at least for me, it kind of cramps the creative process. So I have my scene pretty much built. I have all of my characters, all of my elements, and then, I'm sorry I'm off screen there. I was very much into the creative process. But I am using some more of the shimmery goodness just to fill in the snowy banks and cover up the cardboard edges. Now this box, I didn't even tell you about that. It's literally just a cardboard box, as you can see. It's been here for a long time. It's from a Catherine Pooler order from this past summer. So yeah, I'm going in, I'm covering up all those rough edges. I go down inside as well. See, there you go. And I'm just trying to build up the snow and cover those rough edges as well. Sorry about that. And down there where the creases, you know, where you can still see the cardboard, filling that with snow. And ultimately it just looks like snowy banks inside. So what I don't show though is I decided to go ahead and cover the outside with some pattern paper as well. So we'll see that in some photos at the end. I have several still photos at the end. And so I'm just, again, covering all those rough edges and making sure that all that corrugation gets covered and that the snow looks purposeful, right? Like it doesn't just look like it's there to cover a rough edge, but it looks like piles of snow. And it would be, you know, kind of built up in the corners and kind of dripping down over the edges. And yeah, it's just It's just cute. This was a really, really fun project. I want to say I'll make more, but I don't know if I'll make more. But yeah, you can see kind of down in the box, you can see what my ground looks like, kind of like an icy pond. That was my initial thought when I was doing it. And then you can see my the walls of the buildings, so to speak, the stone wall and then the brick wall. And here it is so far. Again, I don't show you the process of me putting the paper on the outside, but it really finishes it off. And then I even add more snow just to kind of build up the layers. But that is my final project. You see the little bird up in the top of the tree, and there's lots of snow everywhere. It's on the animals' heads, it's on the trees, it's on the roof of the house. It was just so much fun. I love these photos because it's like you're getting to peek into the scene, kind of where the story's taking place. So guys, tell me what you think. Is this something that you might like to see more of? If you would, I would consider doing another one. I certainly would. And I'm so eager to see what Jen has created. I have no idea. We both gave each other just a little bitty sneak peek. In fact, that's the one that I gave her as a sneak peek. So I'm excited. Guys, thank you for spending some time with me. You know I love it when you spend some time with me. And let me know downstairs what you might like to see from me next. I have a couple things coming up with some crafty collabs and hops, and then I have a new design team venture coming up soon, and I'll be able to share that information with you soon. But let me know what you'd like to see anyways. So this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Hop on over to JenLee's video or to her channel. I'll have her video linked downstairs. And like, subscribe, comment, all the things. And until next time, mwah, I am out.